I was very fortunate to grow up near where David Liebman lives, about 10 or 15 minutes away, and he's a very good member of the community there, and he heard about my interest in the music from somebody else and actually called me on my phone when I was in high school, and I got a call from him. He's like, "This is Dave Liebman, do you know who I am?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Why don't you come over to the house, I'll check you out." And I said, "Okay, when?" He's like, "Sunday, 2 p.m. I said, "Okay," and then he's like, "All right, bye." And then he hung up. He's very short on the phone, he's very short with emails. And that began a relationship. When I went over there, he checked me out, like he said, and told me exactly what I'd need to do if I ever was going to come back to his house. And he's very direct and to the point, as anybody who's had interactions with him will attest. And so I did the work and came back to his house, and he told me then what I'd have to do to come back again, and so on and so forth. And eventually, this teacher-student relationship, which it still is, turned more into a dialogue about music. We eventually did a project together back in 2005 entitled Vienna Dialogues, which is classical music, art songs, opened up for improvisation. And 3 years ago, he started a band, Expansions, which is his group, and I'm fortunate enough that he asked me to be a part of it. And so now we're at a point where I've investigated a lot of different musics and influences, some of which that he is not as familiar with as I am. And so there's this interesting recipe where he challenges me. I observe as much as I can and learn from him every time we play and interact, and I also push him in directions that I think he's not used to. So I think it's a good, healthy relationship for both of us to grow. It's a good question. For the young musicians, even though the apprenticeship system is less available to them, it's still available to some extent, and the only way to ever make that happen is to develop a relationship with people that you might want to play with. So any young musician has to be able to ask themselves, who really gets me going? Whose music would I like to play? And then do whatever it takes to get in contact with them. The other thing is, the only way to make it anywhere in the sea of incredible musicians that exist today is to be unique. So you have to develop something that's very personal and believe in it. And even if you don't know where that fits in these sort of the whole canon of jazz history or even on the scene today, you need to be able to believe in yourself and develop that. And it takes a lot of time. It's a very arduous journey, but you have to be in there for the long run. Hi, my name is Bobby Avey. For more videos, go to jazztimes.com.